Hello everyone, my name's Tonko and welcome back to the old third channel. Also, why do you not crouch anymore when going down? That's quite weird. But yes, I am back after like a month, 2-month break. Woohoo! So, I made a new elevator. This is the multi-floor, realistic, simple elevator and it's on Bedrock Edition. I know, some people like it, some people don't. But you can move lecterns in this, and this makes some really cool elevators, as let me find one. As you can see, I've actually managed to get the lectern in the elevator and use this to control whether you go up and down. It's very, very cool, and actually, the elevator is really, really small. Like, this is the redstone here. This is all the redstone you need per floor. As you can see, wireless. We have wireless elevators right now. This is sick. There's like nothing in between this thing, and yes, they do look a bit higgledy-piggledy. They are a bit compact, but they're actually quite alright. I mean, if I just fly around, you can kind of see how big they are. And the best part is that this actually includes the flying machine itself. So you don't have to dig any more space out to fit in the flying machine because it fits inside of this area. And the flying machine itself is actually quite cool. You can see, instead of sticking out to the side, you know, it goes back like Batman. Looks dope. And then over here, oh, also, you can also stack them on top of each other. Like, this looks mad, not gonna lie. Like, this looks extremely complicated. But, does it look simple? I don't know. It looks cool. It looks viable to build, so I'm gonna stick with that. Then, of course, this is just each layer. And you can have literally these any distance apart each other whatsoever. And then over here, I have 2 decorated versions. So I actually really like this like whole old. I was going for like the whole mine theme, right? I could imagine this type of elevator being in the mines, especially with like these bamboo trapdoors. I think they look sick. So here I've got, you know, the 5 floor. These are more spread out. And over there I have the whole office realistic elevator type thing. Let me show you in this one first. I want you to admire my building skills. Like, just look at this. Look at all this detail. And by the way, these suspicious gravel blocks, they are the best non-sticky blocks ever. Truly. Wah! And also, you got the old hanging signs. Very nice. This like double-sided feature is great. So this is the actual elevator itself. You got the bamboo, you got the floor, and then you got the lectern over here. And so let's say if I want to go to floor 3. And the doors close and we make our way up to floor 3. Voila! Now, whilst we're going up to floor 3, I want to talk about this elevator a little bit. It's really good, as you can see. And this is floor 2, so one more. You can kind of see how it works with the comparators. And the best part about using the actual lectern in the actual elevator itself is that how it does it without any wireless connections whatsoever. And as you can see, we stopped on floor 3. Because like there was literally nothing between these 2 floors and it knew to stop on there. Just because there's comparators inside of this which are reading the lectern. Like, you can kind of see it here. This is reading this lectern, and then on each floor there's also a subtraction thingy going on in there. And if you select a floor which is higher than it, it'll go up. If you select a floor that's lower than it, it will go down. And it does all this in each of these floors. So when you actually think about it, there is an awful lot going on in this tiny area here. So it's quite impressive. And then once again, let's say we want to go back down to floor 1. And if you're wondering why this little thing with that piston, it's because these things actually produce redstone. I didn't know that. But when you change the thing, they produce a signal. And we are going down. I am such a fan of these trapdoors, by the way. I think they look absolutely awesome. And this is floor 2. We go below this. And oh yeah, the elevator is a 2x2x3 cabin as well. The best one. And floor 1. The doors are sync too. Literally everything about this elevator is perfect. Like, it's awesome. And so here we have the old realistic version. This one I've actually put more thought into decorating the inside of it. And so we can see it looks a bit nicer on the inside. Obviously you wouldn't really have this terracotta here, but I was way too lazy to change the colour of this to match the scheme. So for now it's staying blue and red. And just before we use it, I actually want to show you this thing's redstone, because you can see, look at all these comparators here. Now these are the things which are reading to know exactly where the elevator is and exactly what floor it needs to go to. And the reason why there's so many and not just one in each floor is because if there was just one comparator, and let's say this comparator knew it had to be floor 5, so if it was trying to stop here, it wouldn't be able to stop in time. So if it's going from the down upwards, this comparator will tell it to stop. If it's going from the up downwards, this one will tell it to stop. And then the middle one is the one that actually reads it to know which floor you want to go to next. Very nice. Oh, and these pistons here, these are the thing that stop the elevator. And then what else is there in the redstone? So this is the whole knowing what floor, this bit here. And then if it touches this redstone does, it knows it has to go up. If it doesn't, then it knows it has to go down. And then, yeah, it's very complicated. I might explain it more in the tutorial, which will be on my second channel. This is my third channel. You have my main channel called Tomco, and then you have my second channel called Tomco 2. There will be a tutorial on there for this there. I love this one so much. It is so cool. I love how you can stack them just on like this so much, or just spread them about. And there's like literally nothing else you have to do about it. It's very nice. But let me show you how this thing works. So we get in once again. So let's say this one has 15 floors. So let's go 14. You can have a maximum of 15 floors. You cannot go higher than 15. 15 is it. But of course you can spread the floors out however you want. And we are already on our way upwards. There's a little bit of glass in between floors. That's nice. Like, see, I decorated this one a bit better so you can't actually just see into the outside world. But if you're really into the whole design and that, you'll probably do a better job than I am. Like, ah! Oh gosh. What? That is a really weird bug. I've never seen that before. I got to test that out again, but how did I get up here? Okay, well I guess we're now exploring the world on the top of the elevator. You can actually see how the flying machine works a bit better up here. Maybe have a look at some of the redstone. And it's actually quite cool how the elevator takes up most of the room of the redstone. The actual elevator redstone mechanics is just behind there. Should stop here though. Hey, nice, nice. And as you can see, these are the pistons that retract, and then that stops them. Let me do that again. That's really weird. And so once again, you can go down any floors you want. And unlike many elevators which also don't have redstone in between floors, you don't have to keep on spamming the down button. This thing knows where to go, and this thing will stop there. It is that cool. And bam, doors open. I want to try this again though. So if I like stood right here, and then if I flick this, do I get teleported? No. Very strange. And of course now we're on the 13th floor, as we have to be because this is what it says. It is a very, very cool elevator, to be honest. Like, if I would build any in survival, I will definitely build this one. I'm such a fan of it. So yeah, this is my simple, realistic, multi-floor elevator for for microwave battery. But there is one point, and that is this thing is impossible to have a call function. I know. It's really annoying, but if you think about it, it makes total sense that it's impossible, because this whole thing relies on it reading this lectern here. Where is it? But the whole thing relies on reading this lectern, and if you want to go to a single floor, you have to change this lectern manually. So unless you just hired like an employee, you just constantly call the elevator for you, there's no way of, let's say you're on this floor, you cannot change what this lectern says. And so even if you told the elevator to go upwards, it wouldn't even stop on that floor because the lectern's all wrong anyways. And so you probably could make a call function, but by that point, you're going to have loads of wires in between floors, and there'll be no point in having the lectern on the inside of the elevator. So it's kind of like a trade-off. You either had the lectern inside and have it compact and small, simple, or you have a call function and you ruin its simplicity, as well as making it less cool. So I am more than happy with this. Like, this thing's very cool. I love it so much. If you're wondering why there's no back to this, it's because I'm lazy. In the actual thing, the way you do the back and front is you have a massive wall at the back and a massive wall at the front, and this can be any block because the slime and honey don't stick to it. So yes, that is all for me. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, by the way. We are 3 subscribers from 100 subscribers, and this is my second channel, which is very, very cool. Also, thank you for 1,000 on my second channel and 10,000 on my main channel. But this one, I actually really want this one to get 100 subs. I just feel like having one with 100, one with 1,000, and then one with 10,000 is quite cool. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and that is all for me. Tutorial on my second channel later. Bye!